I'd always love to see the things that I make, and it would help me have like reference points, because it would allow me to see, oh, like I'd literally pull from things that I made. And what I learned is that it allows you to have more of a kind of original approach to the newest piece you're making, because you're not having to then go online and look at other reference images like on Pinterest or other people's stuff. You are literally pulling from what you've created, and that's a good thing. I know they teach you in what is that book, Still Like an Artist, that you can pull from things you see online and other people's stuff, but I don't know, there's something about kind of taking from what you've made and just making it better and better, or not even better and better, just like a new idea. And the other thing that I was gonna say, oh, Virgil Abloh, their book's right there, you can't see it. He talks about the 3% rule. The 3% rule is when you see something, you take it, but you change it 3%. So like if there was some trainers that Nike make, they make some Air Force One trainers, then they just change one little part of the lace. They went and changed it 3%. So yeah, those things are like kind of like what I was talking about. But yeah, like back to the point, having all your work around you is a nice thing, because it allows you to see what comes from within you manifest into artwork. I'll show you the smaller pieces that I have around first. So this is like a cool little what is it, a bee, a wasp. It's a study, and I studied that thing. Yeah, I actually got this from a shop that only, like, they sell these little boards, and I actually did it to experiment, see how it feels to paint on these boards. And they're nice. They're nice to like try painting on. I don't know what this is, but I did it. It's some eyes. It's actually I'm at a point now where I don't even know what to make anymore, but we'll figure that out. This is quite a nice one. This is some hummingbirds. I called this one Flight because they're flying. This one is ASAP Rocky. Started off with just painting it black and white and in washes, and then because I wanted to get the same effect that I create on paper, on watercolor paper, on canvas. And it's actually taken me a long time to get to that point, but I figured it out, and I'm so happy I did. So what I do is I put like a bit of watercolor ground on this. I think that's what I did. And then I just paint it like I paint on watercolor. And the effect is still different. It's not exactly like watercolor, but it's close enough. And that's if you're doing it on canvas. When you start like getting watercolor paper and putting it on here, then obviously it's gonna be just like watercolor paper, because you're just putting it on a canvas. But yeah, that's what I've got here. In terms of like painting celebrities and stuff, I don't know, kind of feel like I've done it now. I will show you all the other people that I've painted. This was Pop Smoke. I thought this was cool, giving it that sort of watercolor effect. I don't think this is finished, but it looks really nice, like what I've made here, and it just looks cool when it's like on a wall. I don't even mind if it was like finished like that. And if you look close to it, you can see where I've used like pencil and stuff for the details. Again, this is not like this didn't take like a day, it took some time because I would revisit it, do other things, come back to it, try and get certain effects, experiment with different effects. Like here I've got some sort of like cool watercolor effects, like almost like almost like tea stain effects here, which I really like. Let me get this other piece. Sometimes it's like I don't even want to paint over these things, and it's not just about like selling the work. It's just about something about painting over it. Obviously, all of that work I put into it, it's kind of like I look at this as a way to learn from it. So to me that means a lot. Like I can look at it and be like, oh, how did I do that thing? How did I do that thing? These things teach me. So, but yeah, again, this was a piece I did in 2020. Well, this is inspired by Babe. So Bathing Ape, the brand. So I just did an inspired piece of the logo. And it's got a really nice like tactile feeling. Again, this would look so cool on a wall. This piece is complete. Just a bit different. This was when I was learning how to get their watercolor effect on a canvas. I think I put gesso. This is gesso, yeah. Like you can experiment with the different kind of like what do you call it? Gesso, watercolor ground, all these things. That's what I did. This was in a learning process of this is actually Dr. Dre, right? And I got really frustrated with this because I was spending weeks trying to paint this thing, and then I was just like so frustrated with acrylic because I don't paint with acrylic, and you can see the frustration. So I just kind of actually attacked it afterwards. It's not my fault, it's just how it is. But like that looks cool. And then you got like, the idea I had was the 2 here, and then these are the 0, 0, and then 1, because his album was called 2001. I thought that was cool. I would remake this just because I know I have this vision for this concept, and with the whole greens like inspired from the album cover, I just know that I can make this concept come to life. Yeah. I'll show you this one last because this was like an idea that I had, and I'll probably revisit that, like whatever I've done there. And then this was like one of the most recent pieces that I did before I took my long break. Basically, this is Nipsey Hussle, right? And I've been able to get that watercolor effect, which I really like, onto canvas. It's just a bit different. Like, when I show you my watercolor pieces, the reason why I would do it did it this size is because basically I really wanted to see what my work would look like, kind of like in that more professional look with the whole canvas style. And then the only issue I have with it is now that I've experienced it and experimented with it, like you can get some nice effects, but for me personally, I would just put watercolor paper on a canvas and still get the same effect that I get when it's smaller. And I know for me, it's more efficient. I can get more of the effects that I want. But it is nice to see how it looks on canvas, but it just takes me a long time to do on canvas because you gotta wait for it to dry, blah blah blah, and like, yeah. But it does look cool. I don't even think this is finished, to be honest. That's the other thing, like when I work on watercolor paper, I am quick, so that's the difference. When I do a watercolor on actual canvas, sort of it take my time a bit more because it takes time to dry. Let me show you this. So this is a canvas of Jay-Z that I did years ago, but I went and got it blown up as a print, a canvas print, and you can see all the detail. It looks cool. You can see everything that I was able to do on paper blown up. But let me see, because I have a pile of stuff here. I think the main things that I learned from making my work big is like, I just wanted to experience that feeling of working bigger, and how it would work for me. I'll show you some of these smaller pieces actually. So the thing is, I've never really niched myself down. I know it's good to do that, but all of my work really has stemmed from sort of like, I guess, hip hop, inspiration, portraits, and things that I just like. I took more of a artist approach, I guess, rather than just producing in a box kind of thing. Yeah, I have like some really cool things here actually. I love to illustrate with like lots of different elements. Like this was like a Drake thing that I did years ago. And layering. But my only issue is when I start to layer on the computer, it starts to really flatten it out. And that's why I love to like do it in this kind of size. Kanye West album cover. Yeah, it's not in there. This was pretty cool. I was experimenting here with these, I don't know, there was some Air Force Ones that came out some time ago. Like this is a pretty long ago, years ago actually. But this is watercolor paper, I believe, and I just love how I can get that texture that it's kind of like my style. It's like kind of like raw, energetic, kind of but organized chaos kind of style. That's kind of what's always been my style, and I just love texture as well. And I mean, when you start to compare it to what I've made on canvas previously, it's I was trying to bring that same effect, but it's kind of like I could create this same effect on canvas now. So yeah, but it just probably take longer. This doesn't take me as long on watercolor paper. So yeah, I don't have the other picture for this, but basically this was only A4 size, and then I just blew it up. It was like this size, and then I just blew it up out like to the canvas print. So this is a print. It's not even an original. But I'd love to be able to, if someone wanted this, I would love to like say, look, I'll give it to you, but I want to add some more texture to it. And that would give it that sort of, that feeling that it's like an original. So yeah, that's some of my work that I've made in the years. And I think it's like cool for me to share that actually, because making the videos lets me show you guys what I've made, different skills that I've learned that I can share with you, so you can try it, I guess. Or if you're stuck and you don't know how to do something, just ask me and I'll try and get back to you. Yeah, but I have so much work that I think I've got like way more that I could show you. I'll make another video or something. Yeah, because seeing this stuff again whilst I'm organizing is like taking me back. All right, bye.